My name is Jose Untalan, SKC, USN. From there, I went aboard the Zelima, AF49, and I made five Westpac cruise. When I made my first cruise on the Zelima in 1961, that's still in my mind. You know, here I'm going to Japan, making a cruise, and everything that they've done to me, I'm going to react. You know, I might, but it's really, it's hard. It's hard. We go every 3 months, and AF49 is a provision ship, supply. We carry tons and tons and tons of food, from freeze, ham, chill, dry food, and we go out and we replenish the ship so they could stay out there longer, the combat ship. Then we'll go in, load up again, go out and replenish. My job on the Zelima is in charge of cargo number 5 hull. I was a captain for that hull, and that hull is all dry product, spam, rice, you know, crackers and all that. That's my job, is make sure that place is full of food when we go and is properly stacked, and when we and number 3 is chill, number 2 is freeze, and all that. So they give us usually the task force, like a USS Ranger or the Kitty Hawk will send us a message that want to go alongside and replenish with 1,500 tons of food. And they like to break records. They want to be the best. And you know who suffer? Us, because we have to get up 2 o'clock in the morning for the chill and the freeze. The dry, we could put it on the net, big old cargo net, you know, so when it comes, we could hook it and send it over. But the chill and freeze, we have to break it in the morning, early in the morning. And they come alongside. They always come alongside the starboard side, and the port side is the smallest ship, you know, the destroyers, because the task force, you have the carriers, the submarines, and all the destroyers. 2 years I was on the Zelima, we only lost one person overboard, and it fell overboard, and right away the helicopter from the destroyer picked them up so quick. Well, in 1962, we had a problem with Cuban and the missiles. We just got back from overseas aboard the Zelima, and right away the skipper told us that we had to stay on board and listen to President Kennedy's speech. And also, I had 5 days left in the Navy. I already got my transfer to Treasure Island, but I was told to stay on board and listen to the speech. And so the first thing that President Kennedy said, that we're in trouble, and he issued executive order, extended all armed forces indefinite. That means it could be live. So at that time, the re-enlistment bonus was $2,000. It was $2,000, a lot of money in '62. So I said, wow, why just stay without getting anything, you know? So I got re-enlisted, got $2,000, and that's how I stayed in the Navy. But I was ready to go home, but they told us to go to NAS, SCS, Naval Supply Depot in Oakland, reload the food, and proceed down to San Diego. At San Diego, when we got to San Diego, after just 3 days from Westpac, we met 33 ships and 25,000 Marines. The skipper went and had a meeting in El Dorado, the command ship. And at that time, there were a lot of Russian submarines. There destroyers were chasing them. And we proceed down to the Panama Canal with 33 ships and 25,000 Marines. So they crossed the Panama Canal. We got there about midnight in Balboa City. Crossed, and we were on the other side of the Atlantic, just waiting for the word from President Kennedy to launch the Marines in Cuba, And all the people, husband and wife, girlfriends, and all this kind of stuff, they didn't know where we at. We didn't get no letters. They didn't send any letters. We sent, they hold until we got there, get back 30 days after. But that was the Cuban crisis. And it was so scary because we are on wartime cruising with 8 off, 8 on, and it is rough. When you man the ship, general quarters all the time. We see a lot of merchant ships come in. Some of them don't want to move, They're so stupid when you see 33 combat ship approaching and you don't move and then we have a couple of times we have to send the destroyers and helicopters to kind of push them out of the way because we got right away man-of-war ship, But that's how I stayed in the Navy after President Kennedy said that you're involuntary extended indefinitely. So, in fact, in 1962, when the big old typhoon hit Guam, demolished Guam, and flattened Guam, we didn't take the food to the fleet. We take the food to the Chamorro people and unload everything there and give it to them. Then we went back to Sasebo, Japan, and load up. And I really had a wonderful time when we went to Guam to see my family for the first time. So then from there, I went to Washington, D.C., 64.